what's up YouTube? Okay, so I have a crazy awesome video for you. If you are a local business or someone who runs a local class type experience or any type of local event you're trying to promote on Facebook, this video is for you. I actually walked two people in the same day. It was totally a coincidence, in the morning and in the afternoon on an actual coaching call. And I was able to record the second one where I walked someone through this process of creating a Facebook ad that's going to drive local traffic, local people to an event. And the strategy with this, for this particular person, I want to give you a backstory so you know how this could apply to you and how you can use this in your own business. Is she has a longer class. It's a class that lasts the entire year, and it's about $1,800 to join this class. But if she were to run a Facebook ad just to that $18 offer, you know, and no one really knew her, no one really trusted her, it's gonna be pretty hard to sell that $1,800 offer. So what she's doing is what's called almost like a taste and see event, where it's you know, you're like, come, try us out. We have a free night, a free taste and see, experience what we're all about in this class. And so she's sending a free event out on Facebook and then boosting it out using a Facebook ad to get it in front of tons of people in her surrounding community. Then from there, she's going to, at the end of the event, give the offer, okay, if you loved what you got tonight for free, then we have this entire class that goes the rest of the year. So if that's something that applies to your business, or you can reframe it into your business. I know a lot of people do lunch and learns where they promote a lunch event. They buy someone lunch, you know, a group of people lunch, they do some teaching, and at the end of that lunch and learn, they make an offer, right? So you give away something for free, you entice people to come to get something for free. They get a lot of value, even if they go, this is key here, they get a lot of value. Don't just scam people, you know, like make sure if they come to the free event, and even if they don't join your program, they leave feeling like, whoa, that was awesome, I got a lot of value. Then, at the end of the event, for people who are more serious, who want to continue on further with you, make your offer, make it irresistible, and offer them the bigger package, okay? So I'm going to walk you through, you're going to see me walking Charmaine through this, where we actually build her event out, and I show her how to set up a Facebook ad that's going to drive local traffic to that event. So tune in, and we will see you guys later. One more thing, I apologize because this recording is a little bit low quality. I'm so sorry about that. My Zoom wasn't recording, so I had to rip this off of the Facebook Live. So it's a little bit low quality, but I promise the content is there. If you're trying to run an ad to a local event, this is really, really gonna help you out. So stay tuned, I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, so I've never done a Facebook ad in my life. And so I have a taste and see coming up for my Emerging Profits group here in Pasadena.
Awesome.
And it's going to be next Saturday. So I'm really last minute now. And last year I ran it for a year already, but it was just like super small. I just did it word of mouth. Yeah. But Keith was like pushing me to like just go bigger, like maybe like promote it larger. Yeah. So he was like, maybe you should run some Facebook ads. But awesome. Yeah, so I kind of just started to make an ad, lead ad or something like Pedro. I watched his video, and I just don't know if I'm doing it right, and I didn't use stock photography. It's like not a great shot that I have, but that's all I have from last year from my group. So I just wanted to get your thoughts, and I ran into one snag, which is with the privacy policy. Galia was telling me that maybe Facebook already has one there at the end. But then when I watched you guys' other videos, it seems like I have to create something, like drop something in. And I don't have a website done yet.
So quick question, your Emerging Profits Taste and See, is it like a free night, kind of like what Keith does?
Yeah, I think you went to his, right?
Yeah, so, and I actually, right before this call, I helped someone set up one of those ads.
Oh.
We copied Keith because it worked. Like Keith's thing worked. So what he did was, it wasn't a lead gen ad, it was an event. So he created a public event on Facebook, and then he promoted or boosted that event to a certain area and certain interests. And that worked really well. So I literally just went through this with someone. So I could show you that if you want. I think a lead gen ad could work too. Okay. But it would take more follow-up with people, you know?
Okay, yeah.
There's a lead on Facebook, like you're asking for their name, email, all that stuff. but then you'd have to like call them or email them basically. So yeah, an event is really good because it's public. People, like when they say they're interested or going, it actually starts spreading on Facebook to their friends. Like if you get enough interest in an event, it'll almost organically spread. You know, you've probably seen events like that pop up, like free concert in the park, and it's like because so many of your friends have been interested in it, it'll actually start showing up in your notifications. So
that's awesome.
I could show you that process if you want.
Yeah, yes, please. I actually did one, I think, without knowing how to do it. So wasn't very proper. And I stuck it on, I don't have a website yet. I just have a Facebook page for this group. So I don't know if you want to just like critique it because I honestly just did whatever. I thought I would just put something on that page and then do a separate ad.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's see if you can share your screen. I'm going to promote these people to panelists. Sorry, I've been neglecting you guys in the chat there. Awesome. Okay, Dasha was asking how long is this session going? We'll probably go till 10, 11, 12. We'll be on probably till 12:30 unless we run out of questions. So cool. So yeah, Charmaine, see if you can share your screen. I'll make you a co-host. Or wait, let's see. Can you share your screen? Let me see.
I don't know. Like so technically not savvy. Are you
on your computer?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that page right now. I'm there now. So
cool. So come back to Zoom and hit the share button, the green button right at the bottom.
Okay.
And, you'll hit like desktop 1 or something like that.
Share.
Yeah, so this event promotion technique I think is really cool. If anyone has any type of local event you're promoting, I mean, you can even like all the stuff we're doing online, you can do locally too.
That's my work.
Oh, really cool. Free advertisement. If anyone needs flowers.
That's my other company. What a mess. That's my crazy computer right now. Sorry, guys.
That looks like
this one. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, awesome. This is great. Okay, cool.
Do
you love the prophetic? Are you tired of not being heard? Do you want to go deeper in the discovery of identity and calling? This is perfect.
Keith kind of gave me like some of the lights. So.
It's really good. And I was like the local event I was trying to help my friend promote. He's like way more hesitant to like use salesy type language, but it's like you do need to create some curiosity and you need to lean into the pain a little bit. Are you tired of not being heard? Do you want to go deeper? Like all those things are really good to get people's attention and be like, yeah, I do, you know? It looks like you have this set up all good to go. So that boost button, have you boosted it at all yet?
No, because I was trying to learn the other way.
Yeah. So click on the event really quick. Let me just make sure everything looks solid there. I think you're good to go, but let me just double check here. So you have the date in there. That's all good. You got the address. You have a limited capacity. It looks like 29 spots left. Is that
I can change it.
Okay, cool. So if you see that getting really low, you can always just bump it up. If you have more, like if the place you're having it can hold more people. That is kind of cool. And that's how we set up the event I just had with a friend, is this kind of respond going, because it makes people kind of confirm their details. I think it asked for their email and everything. Yeah. So.
Oh, I didn't get any emails from anybody. That's amazing.
Click it. Click respond going, because let's see what happens. Number of spots. Oh, you know what? It doesn't do email, but it sends it to their sends it to your messenger. So they'll like remind them via Facebook Messenger, hey, you have an event coming up, you know?
Okay. I don't actually need per se necessarily their email at this point. It'd be great if I could get it, but because Keith told me to get their emails when they come in, because if they want a prophetic word.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, have a little sign-up sheet when they come in. You can click out of that. You already have people going and interested, so that's good. When we run the ad, people are going to see, oh, there are people going, you know. That's very good. And then your description, I think you already had dialed in. So yeah, I think you're solid here. So on the right side, do you see that boost event button?
Mm, there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You click that, and then this is like a simplified version of Facebook ads, but it still has everything we pretty much need to like do this.
Okay.
I actually really do like the image you have on there. It's like really fun and catchy. It's bright and colorful.
Okay, great.
You could click that little crop button though. See how it's kind of cropping it down?
This one?
On
No.
the right, little bottom right corner of that photo, there's a little
Oh,
crop
here.
button. Yeah. You can, oh, it looks like it's cropped right now. So hit confirm, but see if it saves it. I think it's, okay, there you go. Now the preview on the right looks right. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so it says your text is too long. We
I
recommend
know.
90 characters, but don't care about that. It's totally
Okay.
fine. People who are going to read are going to read.
Okay.
Who are not going to read are just going to read the first sentence, So,
Okay.
but I love that. Like it kind of, people can hit more on their phone and stuff, and it'll be fine. So for the targeting, this is the key part, is down under the audience. You want to hit that edit button. And we want to make sure we're not just targeting the entire state of California. If you hover next to California, there's a little X button. So you can get rid of that. And then you're going to want to put in Pasadena or even your zip code. And then once you click that, you can set this mile. See that? Where it says 25? You can set like a radius. So I know in Los Angeles, it can be like 10 miles can take people a long time to drive. So you kind of know your area better. You want to make it so it's like, since it's a local event, people will come out. But I mean, it's the event I went to, and it was 2 hours away,
Come on.
So,
that's crazy.
You never know. There could be someone out in Santa Clarita, but I would start with this. Because especially in LA, there's so many people in LA. Like this represents a lot of people. Look at that, 1 million people.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, then you can dial in the age range, the gender. I would probably do all. And then, do you have a particular age range that you find is kind of drawn to your community?
Yeah, for the lead ad, I was doing it at around 22, 23 starting at, but probably I get people that are older just because it's not a cheap program,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might do older then, honestly. So you're not just wasting money, on sending it to 23-year-olds who aren't going to buy it.
So like 30, you think? Or
yeah, maybe like, I'm trying to think. I would go like 27.
Okay.
And then 65 plus is a big range. So I don't know if you
60?
If you want to cap it, yeah. Because then you're not sending it to like 100-year-olds. It's like 65 plus is so. I'm surprised Facebook doesn't have other ranges like 65 to 75, or like they just like bundle everyone in over 65.
Right.
I guess it makes sense. So it's 27 to 60. That's perfect. Scroll down. There's one last section here. So right here is where you get to do all the fun targeting stuff. So this is where I start typing in things that kind of show me, hey, they may be interested in the prophetic, right? So I might put in like Sean Bowles here, or, and so once you type it in, it'll pop up, you just click it, and then it's going to, down below, do you see how it says your potential audience size? Yep.
Yeah.
So you just keep putting in interests like that as they come to your mind. And anyone who's watching this is a perfect Holy Spirit time. Like, ask Holy Spirit, what are the best targets to put in here? And you're just going to have random ideas come to your head, of interest that you can target on Facebook.
Prophet. Oh, they can't do prophetic.
I don't know if prophetic is on there. I don't know what prophet is.
They might just do like Muslim stuff or something.
Yeah. So these things, not everything's going to come up in here. It's mostly like bigger interests on Facebook. You could do Bethel Music. I know that's a big one. You can do other authors in this space if they are big enough. I know Doug Addison's pretty big in LA, but I don't know if he's a target on Facebook. I'm trying to think who else is in kind of this space.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else on the call have random ideas come in your head?
Yeah, it doesn't even come up for Doug. Yeah, I tried doing my local School of Supernatural because that would be amazing, but it doesn't come up. It's too small.
Hit that suggestions button actually, because based on the 3 ones you put in, you might have to scroll down a little to see what they're showing you. There you go.
Sid Roth, Heidi Baker.
Yeah, so if you want to click any of those, if they feel right, you can click them. You basically, I feel like Charisma Magazine would probably be a good one. Like Lauren Dingle, I don't know how to say her last name. That'd be like a more broad. So you got to kind of think like, how niche do I want to niche?
I don't think any of these are. These are too general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, even at this, it says your potential audience size in your area is 6,000. That's enough to fill, a room if you can get, a small percentage of those people. So I think you're pretty good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so Facebook says that the audience, Nick commented, says it's too specific. Facebook says it's too specific, but it's not true. Like 6,000 people, like for a local event, is pretty big.
Okay.
How sometimes people, I'm trying to think. Sometimes people will use those exclude people, narrow people things to like really dial in. Like, oh, they have to like Sean Bowles and Bethel music, and like it really narrows it down. But for yours, you almost want to go a little more broad because this is like just a curiosity kind of like throwing it in front of people type ad.
I actually, for the ad, I excluded like certain things because Keith was telling us on the masterclass side, you probably heard about witches and all that. Like, and I was like, that's why I don't want to run cold traffic, Keith. I don't know if I'm ready to handle it. You said your whole team had to like step up, and I don't even have a team, Stephen. Like, I just literally started 1 year ago. And so he was like laughing and saying, well, if you're ready for it, then run your ads. So
there's definitely some interesting people who showed up, and
that kind of freaks me out. That will make me not want to do one next year.
You could exclude people, right? So you hit exclude right there.
Yeah, maybe I could just do like a cult or something.
Like I don't know if that's an interest on like. Try it. Like
there is on the lead ad. I already like tried it.
So do it. You might as well do it. I mean. Who knows?
Yeah, I could try. Okay, that's good to know. I can go back in later and fix it.
Yeah, so you can go back and edit this, but basically when you're ready, you hit save, and then I think everything is good here. Oh yeah, and then you want to look at your budget there. Right here you have basically how long do you want to run the ads. I usually run them right up to the event because sometimes that last day or two before the event, people are just like, it's impulse and like, oh, this is tonight, I'm gonna go, and then you can choose your budget per day basically. So you can actually click on that drop down button there and it'll give you so the one next to the $28, it'll show you how many people per day on estimate you would reach for that amount of money.
Okay.
So you can dial it in. You can do $5 a day, you could do 10, you could do 20, 30, 40, 100, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. And then and that's just an estimate, but like I said, these events are powerful because if people start engaging with it, it'll actually show to people outside of this ad. And you may just get some people who organically show up just from seeing their friends going,
Yeah.
Like I talked to the witch at Keith's event and she brought her friend he's a prophetic guy. And this is so cool. Like she has this best friend who's like this, kingdom prophetic dude. And she saw the event ad and told her friend about it.
That's awesome.
And I was able to kind of prophesy over her. I'm like, oh, you're such a good friend. Like you are, like, that is amazing. Like you don't even believe this stuff, but you are such a good friend to bring your friend here. and she like totally like sees something in this guy. You know, she's like, yeah, he like mentors my kids. You know, he's like super prophetic. I trust him. You know, I was like, so
That's
God's going
amazing.
after her too. So you never know. The people who show up may be a little interesting, but you know, at the end of the day, God loves them, and He's going after
Exactly.
God.
That's good.
Yeah, who knows? Like they may not join your program, but they may have an encounter with God on this one taste and see night that changes their life, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask God about it.
Just like post on 100X. We'll all pray for you.
Yes. Yeah,
Cool.
that's like your other friend. I'm already like scared to do this taste and see. I just wanted to like invite my friends to my group, you know?
Yeah, it's a little, Facebook ads are a little vulnerable feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I run ads for my stuff, I exclude Chico, my own town. Because I'm like, I don't want people to see all of my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But this is, you know, this is you, and this is a stepping out, you know, for you.
Yeah.
But I think God's gonna bless it, um
Thank you.
and yeah, it's gonna be powerful. It'll be cool.
Thank you. Okay, so you just suggested what's a good amount then? You said just depending on my budget, basically.
It's
That's
yeah,
okay.
personal, like, you know, I mean, if you these events are really powerful, these in-person events,
Mhm.
because people get to really taste and like
Mhm.
feel out the community. It's local. um I do think you will have a, like, say 10, I'm gonna start with a low number, but you could scale this up. Say 10 people come that are brand new, they've never heard of you before. The
Yeah.
chances that one of those 10 people are going to join your program are, I
Yeah.
would say, pretty high.
Yeah.
Like a 10% conversion rate, so to say,
Yeah.
is, I would say, pretty standard for this type of stuff, especially with your, you know, just knowing how to have a solid offer, how to like the things you've learned in 100X are just going to come out in this
Mhm.
event.
Mhm.
Um, Even though, yeah, like even just like the sales things, like just learning how to like create an irresistible offer for people. I'd be
Mhm.
surprised if you didn't do more than 10% conversions.
Mhm.
So if you kind of think about what is the price point of um the emerging profits, like school, or is it a school? Is it like Keith's thing?
Mhm. Yeah, it's like we're running it on his immersion curriculum. His school costs 1,800, no books.
Yeah,
So, for my offer, I was gonna bring it down really cheap. It was gonna be like 1,200 with books.
awesome.
Yeah, but my issue, like I was trying to tell Keith this, is I don't know how to sort out my problem, which is I already sent out a bunch of the packages on HoneyBook to a bunch of people from last year, but it
Okay.
was priced at the same, like whether you sign up late or early, it was like the same amount. This is before I learned anything. I sent it at 1,300. And I
Okay.
said, you know, like you pretty much getting like 100 off if you sign up early and then your books are paid for. And he was like saying for the late people, don't give them books and
Mm.
maybe bump up your price to 1,800. But I was like, what do I do about all the people that already that got that package? Not like they really probably paid attention and read it, but what if somebody calls me out on it? So I just was like, how
Well,
do I be integrous?
they got a discount, right?
That's only if they sign up early.
Oh,
So do I
that's
grandfather those people in?
early
What if
bird
they're
discount.
like,
Yeah.
what if they sign up late, like after this night? Because this night it ends the early bird. This is the last night.
That's what I would kind of pitch it as like, hey, thanks so much for coming out to this taste and see. If you're interested in our program, we do have an early bird rate of 1,300 or whatever it is that
Mm-hmm.
ends next week. You know, like put a deadline on it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, the price goes up to our standard rate of 1,800. If you do sign up early, though, here's some bonuses we have for you. We're going to cover your books. You know, we're going to, um, you know, I think Keith did like I think he did this in his master class as a bonus. Hey, I'll do a free 30-minute
Mm-hmm.
session
Yeah.
with you. You know, like think
Mm-hmm.
about how you can create that kingdom stack around the offer that really is just like
Mm-hmm.
helps people take action fast
So,
on it.
Stephen, do you think I should push back my early bird then? Because I had advertised it to this bunch of people as it would end on August 17th. So, do I give them an extra week to decide? Because Keith was like, just do it on the spot. Bring your application forms, like make them sign up then. And if they look okay, but
Personally,
it's a process.
Personally, I would do that too. But Keith didn't even do that at his event. I was waiting for him to do that at the end because
Mhm.
I was like loving everything he was doing and just like seeing
Yeah.
him do the whole stack and everything. I was like taking notes. I was like, this is awesome. But he didn't do a fast action bonus at the end of any sort. Like there was no
Mhm.
like go sign up now. It was,
Mhm.
I think it was just like go apply on the website.
Mhm.
I don't think there was an incentive to sign up then, but I
Yeah.
think that would be really powerful. Is saying, hey, this is, you know, we did have an early bird thing. I said it was going to end on the 17th. Um, I mean, you could extend it maybe 24 hours, but I don't
Mhm.
know, you might just do that night and say there are sign up forms in the back. Maybe okay, if you do that, here's what you do.
Mhm.
There's sign up forms in the back. You can go sign up now. You can claim the early bird discount, but we also have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you
Mhm.
pray about it, you decide this isn't the right way, we're gonna
Mhm.
refund your money, no questions asked. So that way,
Mhm.
there's no pressure of like, hey, just lock in your rate now,
Mhm.
lock in the discount, then go home and pray about it. If you need to go pray about it, and if God tells you no, then come get your money back. Like, it's no problem, you know. But that way, there's less of that like, oh, I'm putting money down, and you know, and if
Mhm.
I change my mind, I'm screwed, you know.
Mhm. Okay, so then change the rate like by the next day or the next 2 days back to 1800, which was never in my original brochure. My original brochure said 1300. I can actually do that and not get like called out for it.
I think that's okay because the 1300 was this early bird rate.
Yeah, but my brochure said it was still 1300. This year is an introductory rate of 1300. And
Okay.
if yeah, and if somebody calls me out, maybe I'll just say I'll grandfather you in. I'll just keep that rate for you.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
always
what
do
I
it as a gift. I don't
Yeah,
think anyone's going to call you out, and I think 1800 is where you want to be eventually.
exactly.
Might as well start
Yeah.
kind of pitching it as that, and then having this early bird discount or this, hey, I can give you the discount if you can give me a video testimony at the end of your experience or something like
Mhm.
that. Have some buy-in from them.
Hmm. So my bonuses, like for the immediate sign up, where okay, so everybody just gets like the regular stuff, but then I said if you sign up tonight, you can. I don't know if this is alluring enough, but I said that they can have two chances to win a 30-minute consultation with Keith, valued at $150 each.
Nice.
So if like five people sign up, then those five people get two chances each to win that. And I paid for it myself, and it's like they could have half an hour with Keith, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's super cool. And that's a cool bonus too in saying like I'm actually gonna pay like I pay Keith for you to do this. This isn't
Mhm.
something Keith's donating.
No.
That's awesome. That's like, hey, I am willing to sew into you guys. Like I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
giveaway, two people are gonna win this or whatever it is. I think that's super cool. So
Okay.
you got this. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you
Um,
so much for your
so
time.
yeah, figure out your budget, but what I was saying, I think the question was because of the price point you're selling this thing for, you can be a little more confident to spend a little bit more money on Facebook, because hey, what I have is really great and people are gonna be drawn to it. And if I get people in this room, they're gonna join. Like certain people are gonna join. A small percentage or I'll say a large percentage are gonna join.
Mhm.
So don't be afraid to spend a little more on Facebook just to get more bodies in the room, because that's really, I think, the best marketing is feeling and experiencing it themselves.
Mhm.
And it's more trustworthy than just a random Facebook ad. It's like they actually came in, they actually experienced the community and um, saw the fruit.
Mhm. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Super
Grateful.
cool.
Thank you.
One thing too, I know where I'm going like way over, but I took notes on Keith's event.
Yeah, yeah, please share.
I should probably tell Keith this. I was like analyzing it. But his format, and I don't know if he did this on purpose, but like his format, he probably did do this on purpose. His format was like genius of the event.
Mhm.
And I wrote it down. I'll just paste it in the chat because I was like
Yeah.
taking notes for this local event that we're running. I was like, we need to do this. I'm just gonna paste this in the chat really quick. Um, and I'll just talk you through it really fast. So the flow of the night, it was like a perfect webinar, you know? So like at the very beginning, Keith, as soon as he like went up there, he confirmed the suspicions, right? So he's like, hey, I get it. Like if you know, like he like leaned into that right at the beginning. Like, and he just was like, I'm just gonna encourage you during the next couple hours, just bring your guard down. Like we're going to love you and serve you. And like, you know, he like kind of like brought the room down because there's people who came in who were just like, I don't know. And Keith's description of the event was like, come experience the angelic, like see the, you know, like, it was like very like, you know, like promising a lot of things, you know. So he was just confirming suspicion, just like bringing it down. He told a personal testimony, and then he did a demonstration of just like a, you know, life-giving prophetic word for someone in the room, just randomly. And he moved into worship. There's an awesome worship time. And then he had basically demonstration from students who went through his school last year of just like having them, you know, give a word to someone or like kind of like putting them to the test, so to say, in front of people. And then he basically had like a teaching testimony sandwich. So he had testimonies from students, teaching, and then testimonies. But the things that I added in is like like the biggest hesitations for your school, the biggest objections are time and money. So if you can have testimonies of students that talk to time and talk to money specifically, that's going to really help break objections off of people. So like stories are the best way to sell something. This is for everyone. If you're selling a product, stories are the best way to do it, but telling stories that break objections. So what are the biggest lies that people are believing that are holding them back from your thing? And how can you tell a story that breaks that lie off people? So have a story from someone that was like, you know, I going into the school, I was afraid because it's a 3-hour commitment every week. And I'm such a busy person. I have all these things, you know, like have them tell a testimony. I'm sure you have one of someone that like, it was a stretch for them to commit to the time and how God provided the time or cleared their schedule or, you know what I mean? And then have someone talk about the money side of things. This is a big investment. And I, you know, last year when I thought about doing this school, the money was the biggest thing that scared me. And here's what God did. Here's the miraculous things that God did to provide that money, you know? So, and then the last thing is go into your offer, like write it out on a board. You know, this is what you're going to get. This is everything in the school. These are all the bonuses. Yeah.
So he also did some teaching, you said, after the testimonies from the students?
He did a short teaching of his, Joseph kind of analogy, like the pit to the palace. And I said, give away some of your best content in that little 30-minute, like really, you know, this is kind of similar. If you're doing an online challenge, sometimes people want to hold back the best of the best stuff, but really like go all in, you know, just like if you have one big breakthrough you can give people, if they go to this one event and you want them to leave with something that's just going to like change their life, try to give that to them in 20 or 30-minute little short teaching. That's really going to be what people are like, I want more of that. Like, I want to join this because I want more of that. So whether it's activation for them, or, you know, maybe it's the way you can teach them to hear God's voice. Maybe it's, you know, some breakthrough that you had. I don't know what that will be for you, but some sort of really good stuff for like, you know, give them a taste and see, really, you know?
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay, so he did the offer at the end. I see. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Stephen.
Yeah.
He did not share that with us.
Because I was like taking notes. So no, it's awesome.
That was like worth $1,000. Thank you so much.
It'll definitely make you more than $1,000. So that's
yeah. It better.
Yes, I believe it. And you're going to change lives and like you're going to change cultures and like this is valuable stuff. Like this is where I'm trying to. So my friend who's doing a school locally called Empowered Ministry School, and I'm trying to like really help him sell it, but he has such a hard time selling it, you know. And that's the benefit of 100X is we've learned to sell things that are valuable. You know, like this is so valuable, but so you have to learn to sell it to people because we have to convince people to buy to join these things and invest in themselves so that we can help them, you know? And so that's my hardest thing locally is just like, all right, let's try and do this. Like, let's actually write out the offer on a board, you know? And sometimes there's hesitation. I'm like, no, it feels weird. It feels like I'm, you know, there's like, I think coming, especially from a ministry world, it's hard to transition into, this is a business at the end of the day, but it's a business that, because people spend $1,800 on this school, they're crazy invested. They're showing up every week. They are, it's almost, the money is almost more for them than it is for the school. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, that's going to be good.
Thank you so much for your time.